Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about different sized feet. So some of you may have noticed that one foot is slightly larger than the other. Typically this is normal. If you have maybe a quarter size difference or maybe half size difference, most people tend to have one foot that's slightly different than the other. And this difference can be in either the width or the length. It is important to know which foot is bigger because it will help you with shoe fitting. So generally when you're fitting shoes, you should try on both shoes anyways because your feet tend to be a little different. So when you try them on, you want to fit to the larger foot. It's easier to change your smaller foot so that it'll fit properly rather than trying to stretch the big shoe so that it fits your bigger foot. So always fit to your bigger foot, and then you can adapt the smaller foot when needed. Now, if your foot is a little bit bigger than that, so let's say more than half a shoe size difference, one, even two shoe sizes different. Some people will buy two different pairs of shoes in different shoe sizes and fit that. Or you buy one shoe, again, fitting to the larger foot, and then there are even more drastic measures to help fit that foot properly, or fit the shoe properly. Ideally, you buy two different types of shoes and then fit that. But sometimes it's just not cost effective. Sometimes if the feet are drastically different, that's when custom shoes may come into play, and then they will fit your feet a lot better, but I don't see a lot of that personally, but that is sometimes the case where you need to have custom shoes. But let's go back to, let's say if you have just slightly larger feet and slightly smaller feet. Certain things you can do to help with that, maybe insert little pieces into the very front of the foot that will help push the foot up so that it keeps your foot in place a little bit better, so it's not sliding around. With that, you just have to be careful not to use a full length insert in just one shoe because that will create a bit of a leg length difference and you don't want that. Another trick is putting something called a tongue pad on the top of the shoe, or underneath the tongue of the shoe. That will also help keep the foot in place. This is an example of a tongue pad that goes underneath the tongue of the shoe. So you just place it under the tongue. Here's the tongue. These have a sticky back, and then they stick right to the back of the tongue, and then that holds your foot against the shoe a little bit better and holds your foot in place. There are different lacing techniques you can use as well, keeping your foot in. So just certain ways to help fill up that shoe so that it's a little bit tighter and it fits nicer and the same way as your bigger foot. And if you have any questions about any of that, feel free to reach out and I'd be happy to help.